The Swift window by Cadswift will bring a lot of relief to all ArchiCAD users. Finally, we have a window where we can nominate any arrangement of mullions and transoms, the only limitation being an 8x8 grid. Let's take a look at how it works. First, you nominate the number of columns you want. Then you nominate the number of rows you want. On the right hand side, you can nominate to turn each individual transom on, off, or vary the segments. Let's turn that on and then back to vary. And we'll do the same with the mullions. Now we can simply turn off sections of mullions and transoms by unchecking the associated box. As you could imagine, with this sort of flexibility, you can arrange any sort of window. On the next page of the user interface, we refine this configuration a little bit by nominating the intersection types of mullions and transoms. Up here you have a display of the 6 different options that you have. You can also turn certain intersections off, as is necessary for this part here. First you have to uncheck the all same on. The next brilliant aspect of this library part is the way in which you configure operable elements. You have a choice of up to 8 individual operable elements. We'll choose 4 for now. In this set of columns you have all your operable elements listed. The first 2 are the start position and end position, then the type, the opening direction, and the opening symbol representation. This corner in here is a grid that gives you the reference of the positioning of your operable elements. We'll place 4 into this window, 1 in the long thin bit, 1 in the large bit, and 2 in the smaller pieces. The first window positioned in the long thin bit will be a louver. First we choose the positioning from 0, 0 to 1, 3. 0, 0 to 1, 3. Then we choose the type. We'll choose louvers for this. With the louvers there are a series of other settings separate from this list. Up the top you have the louver spacing, louver angle, this is the opening angle in 3D, and a 3D representation where you can choose between show blades or simple pane. Obviously there is no opening direction for louvers, and the opening symbol position is just a choice between on or off. The next window we want to place in this large section here, which will be a reference from 20 to 42. 20, 42, and we'll make it an awning. The awning, you also have the option to have a standard, reverse, or off in the symbol options. The next window we'll place in this section here, so that'll be 1, 1 to 2, 2. 1, 1, 2, 2, and we'll make it a sliding. And the fourth one up the top here, so it'll be 2, 2 to 3, 3. And we'll also make that a sliding. In the sliding, you can nominate left or right direction, and you can nominate the position of the opening symbol. There is also casement and double hung windows. As you can see, this gives you ultimate flexibility in the positioning and types of operable elements you use. What this also means is that you do not have to change window parts just to change from sliding to awning or to double hung or to louver, thus saving you a lot of time and effort. Also included in this window part are general sizing of all your major elements, frames, mullions and transoms individually, and the positioning of these elements, positioning of glass and glass thickness, etc. In the operable elements you also have sizing for the actual operable element frame. Of course there is always a set of 2D and 3D representation settings, so you can control line types, pens, fills, materials, and toggle elements on and off. A couple other very handy aspects of this window, if we just go to the panel arrangement and assure that we have these equals unchecked so that we can manipulate them, click OK. In here you can actually manipulate the positioning of the mullions using the hotspots available. In the 3D, you have the same options for the positioning of the transoms. These hotspots are a little hard to see, but they are there, and with these you can adjust the positioning of each transom. Once again, the dominance is from top to bottom. So as you can see, not only does this window handle every rectangular window possible, but it also gives you a lot of freedom and flexibility and ease of use.